Check, check, check. Ready, Finest?
Yeah.
Man, we right now in the mix right now with DJ Finest, man. So how's things, dog? How you feel to be in the studio, dog?
Listen, man, feels good, man. Blessed to be here, man. Enjoying the vibes, man. It's been a while since I've been on the radio, but it feels good to be back.
So how long did it took you? I mean, how long you been doing radio before?
Before when I first started, probably did radio for probably like a year and some change. You know, just trying it out, testing it out. Got off of it, and then just went to like regular event DJing, private gigs. Started back a couple years later. Even in college, did a little small radio station there. But but lately just been regular gigs, nightlife, private gigs, corporate gigs, things like that.
So how long you been DJing?
DJing, 12, 13 years now. 2010 is when I started high school. Just took on as a little hobby, man. It was me and my cousin. We were just, in the basement chilling, just had a laptop. I got a laptop. My grandma got me a laptop. It was a regular, PC, and just downloaded the virtual DJ software, and I kind of just played around with it. It was downloading songs and, was playing around, mixing around with it. I made a mix one time, and everybody liked it. And then, my sister, she was heavy into the Caribbean community at the time. She was dance hall queen, and she had a couple events, and she asked me to DJ. It's like, just pull up with your laptop and DJ. I was like, okay, cool. I pulled up my laptop. Yeah. I didn't know what was going on. I was just playing on virtual DJ, like regular playing, and a couple of her friends heard me, a couple of other DJs she knew at the time in the clubs, and things like that, promoters as well, and they were like, yo, you nice, bro, we need you in the clubs. I'm like 15, 16, 10th grade, 11th grade high school, so it was like, you want to come out and play out here? And I'm like, yeah, why not? Let me just see how it goes. Got in the club, and it was over from there.
My biggest question is, like, who drove you to DJ?
It was I had to say my sister, man. She was like, my sister and my close friends, they were all hyping me up. They were like, you know what you're doing, you mixing, it sound good, you got us hype, and you could get it in the party, and vibes were the same way, you could really take off with it. Like, so it was really my sister and my close friends.
So you said that you were from New York, right?
Yeah, Brooklyn.
So the vibe started in New York before you came here in Atlanta?
Nah, it's Atlanta. Straight here, Atlanta.
Oh.
Yes, I really grew up in Atlanta.
Oh, so you really grew up in Atlanta?
Yeah.
So what made you to go to New York?
So my family is originally from Guyana. They moved to New York when they first got here in the States, and I was born in New York in '94, and then moved down here early 2000s.
You're not old.
Yeah. So moved out here early 2000s, and just really grew up here, took a liking to the music and the Caribbean community, just exploring the back my culture and everything like that, and just really took a liking to the music. My brother before me, he was a DJ, so kind of took after him and into the music industry, and it was up from there. I still go back to New York every now and then. I got most of my family's up there, but I predominantly live down here.
That's good, man. I mean, New York is a big thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Not a lot of people get a chance to DJ in New York, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's good that you bringing that New York present here in Atlanta. You grew up in Atlanta, went to New York, decided to come back here in Atlanta and spread. I see all kind of different parties, man. I see you the headphone party. I see you Rum Punch Brunch, the biggest event in Atlanta. I see you doing your own thing, Crew Thursdays at Alpharetta, man. Especially, I see that you have Stevie Bashman on there, and DJs that I know I came across of in Atlanta itself, man. So how it is to feel like doing your own thing, especially as a promoter?
It's good, man. Just to see a different aspect of the party life. As a DJ, we just to see the crowd having fun, things like that. But as a promoter, you get to really see how you like bring the crowd in to really attract them to certain things that they like. You got to really experiment and test around and see what the crowd likes and what draws them to the party. And a very important aspect is, like I said, as a DJ. So being a promoter and DJ is really helpful because you get to actually bring people in and see them enjoy you vibing at the same time. So promoting is is a hassle, like just like every other job, but it's fun at the end of the day.
Okay. So what would you tell to future entertainers, upcomers to, like, what would you tell them, when they want to start out in their career, especially in Atlanta, and how hard is it?
It's very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's a challenge, it's a battle, but it's like every other job. If you really love it, you got a passion for it, you want to stick to it. do what you gotta do, man. Grind and I'll say the most important thing as far as like DJing wise is people you know. Who you know is very important and who you're around. So growing up, I had to learn that it's not always about the money, but it's always about being around certain people, being in certain crowds, things like that, letting people see your face, showing face to different people, and just networking. Networking is very important. You wanna be around and stay around. Just to stay consistent.
So, who are your favorite artists, especially in Atlanta?
Artist wise, I listen to everybody, man. Right now, Afrobeats is crazy.
It's a crazy thing. It's right now #1 in the charts. Man.
Yeah, man. Afrobeats is up right now, man. It's Afrobeats is #1. I'll probably say soca is #2. I really want to say I have a favorite artist. It's more so genre because as a DJ, we listen to everybody, everything, all day, all the time. But Afrobeats is #1. I'll probably say soca #2. But growing up, as far as my DJ career, over the last 10, 12 years I've been DJing, I gotta say 90s hip hop and R&B, you don't miss with that, man. That is a signature set when I get in the party, man. Those songs right there, everybody know it, man. They love it. Look at the silent party, man.
You and A.
Hey, man.
A is the R&B thing, man.
Hey, man.
R&B dream team, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Red team, silent party, man. Don't. Hey, listen, man.
Hey, big up to my boy A, man. Right now in the Virgin Islands,
Yeah.
But it's all about finance. So, man, you have any dreams of traveling any other where than just being here in Atlanta?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I've traveled here and there in the past recent years. Last year's probably the most I've traveled DJing wise. I went to Cali with Light Glue and Silence Fest. I went to Miami for Carnival, Miami Carnival. Where else did I go? I went to Orlando. This year, looking to travel more. At least want to get out to a few more states, man. I want to get back home to New York to DJ. At least get to some other countries as well. Whether it's Guyana back home or Jamaica or Trinidad, anything like that. Or overseas. Definitely want to expand and get a feel of those different environments and see how they really vibe to the music.
Yeah. So, you want to tell me a little bit about Light Glue? I mean, I see your presence on Light Glue a lot. So you want to tell the listeners, a little bit about Light Glue?
Light Glue, man, 6 years running, man, 6 years strong. It's probably the hottest international Caribbean Friday night event in the city, man. It's just so consistent, and the vibes that we bring to the city is just so amazing because not a lot of events can really bring that vibe in the city. When you think about Caribbean in Atlanta, you think about the outskirts like Stone Mountain and things like that. But when you come in the city, it's really people that come out in the city, they hear the top reggae, dancehall, soca songs like that. They don't really get to hear an expansion of it all night. So with Light Glue, we give you that expansion of everything all night. Dancehall, reggae, soca, Afro beats, amapiano, reggaeton, even the hip hop and R&Bs, everything, compa. You're gonna hear everything I Light Glue, man, because like they said, it's Light Glue. They bring the culture together. Everybody come together, stick together like glue. So shouts out to promoters, man. New Atlanta, man. Those the bros, man. Like I said, 6 years strong. We've been here, and this year is gonna be even bigger and better for what we got planned.
So tell me about Crew Thursdays.
Man, Crew Thursdays now, man. So Crew Thursdays. Shout out to my bro Robbie, man. He brought me on to that spot because it's his venue, and he was like, look, I like the vibe you bring, and the international vibes. We need an international night. Every other night is cool with hip hop and R&B. People hear that all the time, but we need an international night. I said, look, give me the day that's open. He said Thursday is open. I said, perfect. Let's rock with it. And it started out small, just like everything else, but with the content, the music, and just telling people around. Like I said, Alpharetta is kind of far from the city, but there's a crowd out there, the Caribbean crowd out there, and we're trying to tap into them, and they're coming out every week and supporting, and it's a good vibe, man. Like I said, they hear everything there too, everything you want to hear, that you need to hear as far as international music wise, you're gonna hear it there. So it's definitely a vibe for international vibe on that side of town.
Man, the Caribbean knows you as the guy who plays in the city and the Caribbean at the same time. You're very big in the Caribbean community as that guy, you know what I mean? Not everybody has that presence where they could play for the American side and the Caribbean side. So how do you feel to have that type of talent, especially known as that?
It's a blessing, man, just to be versatile and but like I said, it comes with a lot of practice and homework and just knowing music and things like that, because The more you know your music, the easier it is for you to mix around from genre to genre. I know it's like a lot of DJs, sometimes they get like stuck in one genre, they trying to figure out how to get to the next genre or transition wise, and you just have to like really practice and do your homework on the music, man. The more you know, the better, because it's easier for you to transition in the party. Whether you're in a reggae segment, you want to go to hip hop, you got to know those transition songs that the crowd is gonna know and understand, that makes that transition easier for you to get into the next genre. And then get back into the other genre wherever you want to go. But yeah, being, having that expertise and knowledge of music like that is a blessing at the same time, and but it also comes with practice. Like you said, what would I give advice to other DJs? Is practice, learn your music, know your music, do your homework, try different things. Don't be scared to try a new mix that you might practice at home or something like that. Just try it. Whether it doesn't work, or you gotta practice it a couple times when you're out playing, it's okay. And it's okay to have go-to mixes. Like, I have a lot of go-to mixes that people probably hear a lot, but somebody might not have heard it before. So it's definitely something that it's good to keep in the back pocket, just so that way you can always have those mixes that people can like feel and understand.
What you think about the marketing from back in the days until now?
It's crazy, man. Like, marketing these days is amazing. Like, back in the days, we didn't really have social media like that. Nowadays, everything is on social media, man. From TikTok to Instagram, Facebook, everything. Like, I would say use that to your advantage, because it does help, man. Like, I run ads just on like little promo flyers, and the amount of people that tap in and see it, or send me a message, hey, we saw your flyer, I'm gonna pull up this week to Thursday, or I'm gonna pull up this week to Friday, or I heard your mix online, or things like that. So I would say, like, really tap into your marketing and your advertisement with these social media platforms, because they are there to build you and promote you. So I feel like it's a good thing, because back in the day, like, you had to make CDs, burn CDs, hand them out in parties and things like that. Nowadays you can go upload a mix on SoundCloud and just, hey, airdrop it in the party to everybody in the party while they phone out here, collect this airdrop, they accept it and they listen to it on the way home from the party, things like that. So it's very accessible these days, and very more understanding these days for the newer age of promotion and marketing and branding.
So what would you rate your DJ skills?
Man. I mean, everybody wants to be the best. Everybody wants to say they're the best, but I'm far from perfect. I'm very humble. I'm a humble being. So
But you're known for the R&B though.
Yeah.
See, that's what I know. I know that for a fact.
It's known for a little bit of everything, man. So it's just I don't want to toot my own, but one of the top DJs probably saying just to accept.
You are one of the top, bro.
Listen, man, I'll be trying.
So, before we try to close this off, man, anything else you want to big up? Tell anybody out there. I mean, your energy you're trying to bring to Atlanta in a couple years from now.
Me personally, man, I'm just definitely focusing on building and branding, just to get a stamp in Atlanta. You want to be those stamped DJs in Atlanta, like Mixmaster David, he's stamped in Atlanta. DJ Cash, they're stamped in Atlanta. King AP, they're stamped in the Caribbean scene. One Drop Sound, they're stamped in the soca scene. So you definitely want to make that stamp as that DJ in Atlanta before you go taking off, because you don't want to leave your hometown. But I definitely do want to get out more to different cities and make a name for myself, as far as like DJ Finest being that DJ, all around DJ. He could play anything, anywhere, anytime, things like that. Definitely want to, like I said, shout out to the OGs. Like I said, Mixmaster David. He's like a mentor to me, man. I really look up to him, man. He really helped me out a lot coming up in the DJ game. What else?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How did you meet Mixmaster David?
How did I meet Mixmaster David? I met David at a party.
He DJs for V103, right?
Correct. He DJs on V103.
V103.
I met David at Embrace Saturdays at Thrive Lounge a couple years. It was a while back, and I met him there. He heard me DJ. He said, "Yo, you a body, you." I said, Now I appreciate it, and I follow him. My older brother, who was a DJ, knew him, and when he found out who my brother was, he was like, "Yo, you're such and such little brother." I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Nah, I can see why you DJ like that." So he took me under his wings. He was like, "Look, whatever music or anything you need, just let me know." And like I said, he's been a mentor from there. So it's always been good energy with him. Yeah.
So, say if Mixmaster David ever give you the opportunity, because you said you never DJ on radio before. It's been a minute, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
So if Mixmaster David give you the opportunity to DJ on V103, would you take it?
Most definitely.
Why so?
It's something I've done before. I have a little bit of experience in. Definitely don't mind getting back into, and like I say, that branding and marketing is gonna be, it's amazing right now with the radio, because everybody listens to the radio, and then now you got the streaming radio, so you can definitely stream. Whether you're listening to the car, listening to your phone, things like that, it's an opportunity for people to hear you. So it definitely builds and stretches out your horizon of new followers and fans, things like that, man. So I'll definitely I would definitely get back into the radio.
Man, that's the information I was kind of looking up for, because
yeah, man,
a lot of people don't really see people in my generation, they don't see the value in radio. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's good to market yourself more, because you just can't stick to the clubs all the time. You gotta, like you say, throw mixes, networking, all that is important, bro. And when people find out you on the radio, they want to use that as their advantage to market their parties, market their brand, push their name out there more, man. So that's definitely the thing that I really want to offer you, because that's important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. Like I would say, like radio is important. Nightlife is important. I see a lot of DJs now getting into production, as far as like working with artists, producing songs, things like that. That's important. DJing is a very wide horizon of tasks you can do, man. And it's like you want to dibble and dab in each and every one, just to have that little bit of experience. I haven't really gotten into producing yet, but I'm definitely interested in getting into it. I've done the radio, I've done the nightlife. I would say, a lot of newer DJs probably haven't done the private events. They want to get in the clubs, they want to be seen, they want to be the hype. But private events, they do help, man. That 4-hour length of DJing straight is important, because if you could DJ for 4 hours straight, a 1 hour set in the club is really nothing. But I see a lot of DJs struggling that 1 hour set in the club.
Okay.
So, that 4 hour length of a private gig, whether it's a baby shower, a sweet 16, a 50th birthday party, a regular birthday party, that 4 hour length it really tests your knowledge of music, of how long and how versatile you are to carry on a party. So I would say, like I said, like, a lot of DJs gotta dibble and dab into each part of DJing. It's a lot more than just clubs. Is way more to it. So dibble and dab into that, and build your knowledge and your experience with it, man. And that's important.
So I see DJs now starting to do remixes. So what do you think about that now? Since Serato give the DJs the ability to remix their own song, what do you think about that? Is it a good idea?
It's a cheat code. It's a cheat code, but I mean, it's a good cheat code. It does help. It does take away from a lot of experienced older DJs that been in the game, that have been doing it from scratch. But now it's like I said, the cheat code is like you just press a button, and now it's like you got an acapella, or you got a beat, or you got a bass. So it's like it is a cheat code. So but it does help, and like I said, it makes it good for the experienced DJs, so they don't got to do as much work. It's a little bit accessible now. But the newer DJs, definitely want to, the more you work with it and practice it, the easier it gets to make those remixes and things like that, man. Remixes are a hit right now. I would say shouts out to DJ Saeed in New York. She made the remix for Coi Leray to the Busta Rhymes song, man.
I saw that one there.
Nobody listen to the original no more, man. It's a hit now, man. So, I would say that's a good way to also build your following and your marketing and your branding, because I would say TikTok and Instagram Reels, man, are a big influence on the music industry right now, man. If you make a quick 15-second, 30-second remix and you drop it on Instagram, you get some influencers to remix it or dance to it, things like that. That could take you so far, man. That's a lot of things I tell to artists too. A lot of artists come to me, yo, you a DJ, can you play my song? How much to charge you to play my song? I'm like, look, word of advice, it's cool for DJs to play songs in the club, but at that time, a lot of people might not know it. So I usually tell them, make a hit that caters to the crowd, or get on social media and get those influencers to, you know, build or make a dance to your song. That way it gets trending. So now when it is trending, it's not a problem for the DJ to play in the club.
Yeah.
So, you know, everybody knows it now. So that's my word of advice.
So you wanna tell the people where they can find you, where they can reach you?
Oh yeah, man, definitely. Instagram at DJ_finest. SoundCloud DJ Finest. You can find me on every Friday night in the city, Light Blue Fridays, every Thursday night in Alpharetta, Crew Alpharetta. That's about it.
And there we have it. We got DJ Finest, man, telling you a little bit about himself, man. It was definitely having you right here on 94.7.
Appreciate it.
I hope we see each other more, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely will, man.
It was a vibes, bro.
Definitely good vibes, man. I enjoyed it. Thank you for having me, man.
Man, anytime, man. We're gonna close out the show right there, man. It was definitely nice to have you guys, man. DJ Yodi, the Yodi out, 94.7 Link, DJ Finest, Empress. We out.
We out. Good, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Man, I'm gonna check you for your
Y'all did good. This was really informational for me.
Yeah, cause like
You
when
did good,
you
too.
interview,
Them questions was
listen, when
good.
you